there's not a lot of Latino coverage about MLS, I think, in general. And then you bring in the women aspect, and there's definitely not much. I mean, for someone like us, especially someone like you, who is, you said you're the only female Latina in Austin covering the team, like, what kind of opportunities are presented there? Because I think that there will be lots of people here listening that are maybe like, oh, I don't know if I like I don't know if I should be doing this. Like I'm sure it's like oversaturated, or like why should I even try? So like where are the opportunities for Latino coverage in MLS, but specifically coming from the female perspective?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's been hard. I think, like I said, there's this vision tunnel still, at least when it comes to TV. There's this tunnel vision where if you are bilingual, I was always told stay in your lane. Either you do Spanish or you do English. I was told this by anchors. I was told this by news directors. Stay in your lane. They don't like the Spanglish. They don't think it's appealing. But when I come home and I speak to my brothers and my mom in Spanish, and then we quickly switch to English, it's like, okay, but why? I think that there's always going to be that challenge, because people are going to see you, like I said, if you are brown, they're going to be like, okay, well, pick your language. So I think that shouldn't be something, though, to get discouraged. I've always been the type of person where, like I said, I was against leaving my hometown for to pursue a career. Yes, it caused me anxiety and stress, but that was something I was willing to gamble, right? In life, you have to take gambles. And so I just think if you are good at what you do and someone sees you, then you just got to make sure that you're doing it at 100%, because there's no reason, or no way that someone's going to see you as a Latina. If you know Spanish and you know you could get access to these players, do it. Why not? No one else is doing it. Um, we go back to the same thing, like what news directors or what networks or what stations are looking for. It's your typical, it could be your typical reporter, or it could be an influencer type. It really depends. Everyone is kind of, I think they're all figuring it out. So do I see a future of more brown women involved in MLS? I do, but it's going to be with time. I think that there's still, this sport is still, it's more, diverse than NFL, NBA, in my opinion, just because we have a lot of Latinos in this league. But I think that once, this league, Messi came, more Latinos started coming. I think the league is going to soon realize that, hey, we need to start catering to the Spanish speaking community, because right now their jerseys are so expensive. Right now they're trying to figure out how to get money. But the literally the audience is right there, but I feel like they're
Yeah.
not catering to the Latino community. Even in Austin, Texas, we're a few hours away from the border.
Which is it's crazy to me. Let me just say that you said that you're the only Latina, the only female Latina covering, because I feel like Austin has so many Latinos.
Yeah, so many Latinos, and so many Mexican Americans like myself, and so many, Argentinians that I didn't even know existed, or Uruguayos, or Colombianos, Venezolanos. I always say, hey, if it means you launching your own path in creating your own show, do it, because as soon as you start making money, at the end of the day, this is a business. They're going to see the demand and they're going to be like, okay, we were doing it all wrong. Or either we buy this person's show that's super successful and is able to connect, or we want to hire them, and we want to hire them to our team so they could spread the word. So I think there's still a lot to be discovered, but I think that people need to take advantage.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of pathways, and I want to end with this because I think this is a perfect way to end our conversation. Is there's like I wouldn't be where I am if I hadn't been able to create my own paths. Like what we do, like it's still relatively new and it's still growing, and there's so many opportunities with social media and everything. Like, I can't remember what her name is, but what's her name? Can't remember her name, but she had gone to cover the World Cup when the World Cup was in Russia years ago. And it was with Fox Sports, and they did like a live World Cup coverage, like on the scene, literally only on Twitter. Like, it wasn't on broadcast, it wasn't on anything. So, like, there's so many opportunities to do different things. And it doesn't just have to be TV, it can be your own blog, it can be YouTube, whatever it is. But there's so many opportunities. So, it's really just taking the creating your own space to be
Yeah.
able to exist in this industry.
And I feel like people are so scared to get on TV and or record themselves, but it's like, hey, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna stumble. It's okay. You get better with practice. In broadcast they always say reps, 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 reps. Those are so important. It does not matter if you stumble, you're gonna stumble. Even professionals still stumble. But it's okay. It's about just doing it, getting up. If you mess up, make sure you just like literally ad lib quickly, because that's the key that news directors, broadcasters look for. They need you just to keep going, the conversation going. And like I said, like, if I haven't been in this industry long enough, I wouldn't be having this whole conversation for 40 minutes. So I can definitely keep going.